Hey, what is up guys, another video, and today I'm going to be talking about what if LeBron James actually went to the Philadelphia 76ers, and a lot of people have actually been talking about this. This has really sparked up recently, and I do think it's very possible. So yeah, I'm not much of an intro for this video, and I mean, if you ever like it, hit the like button. If you really like it, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to save that for later. Anyway, without me rambling on too much, without me, grinding, let's get right into this video. So I think before I can get into, will this make them a finals contender? Will this be able to beat the Warriors? Could they possibly, win the finals with LeBron James? I think I'll have to get into why he would even want to do this. Because I think it's pretty obvious, and most people know, if the Cavs do not win the finals this year, which they probably will not, they'll probably lose to the 76ers for the second year in a row, LeBron James will probably leave the Cleveland Cavaliers to go ring chasing and just win a finals in general. And to do this, he's probably going to go to not only a team that can be able to make it to the finals, but a team that's going to be able to beat the Golden State Warriors. And to have that, you need good guard play, probably a good big man since they really don't have a big man, good shooters, and just all good all-around team. And I'm pretty sure LeBron to his 76ers could do this. And now let's get into, could they actually make the finals with LeBron? And I really do think that, because right now, with only Ben Simmons, I say only, but those are pretty much two top 10 players in the league right now, with Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. They are ranked 5th in the East, and they're only 2 games out of the 3rd seed in the Eastern Conference, the conference that LeBron James and the Boston Celtics are in right now. And just with them two, they are ranked 7th in points per game, and they're also ranked 11th in their defense. I mean, they're playing really good and much improved since last year with Ben Simmons. And also, Ben Simmons right now is showing potential to not only be the best rookie ever, but he could also be a top player of all time right now. How he's at least showing potential to be able to do that. Because right now he's averaging 18.6 points per game, 9.4 rebounds per game, and 7.2 assists per game. That is almost, that's all-star numbers already, and that's MVP candidate numbers right now. He's a rookie right now. And then also, LeBron thinks this as well, because LeBron James told Ben Simmons that he has potential to be better than him one day. The best player in the league, the second best player to ever live, told a rookie that he has potential to be better than him. That's extreme, respect for one, but for him to even tell you that, that means, you are great. You have potential. To be better than him, you're probably going to be a really, really great player one day. And I do think he will turn out to be that. And also, they do have Joel Embiid, who is a top 2 center in the league as of right now. And the only reason I say top 2 and not number 1 is because DeMarcus Cousins is playing really, really, really good right now. And I mean, you could also make the argument with Karl-Anthony Towns, but I think DeMarcus Cousins is the best playing as of right now. And then you have Joel Embiid, who is creeping up on DeMarcus Cousins right now. And right now, Joel Embiid, he's been staying healthy, and that was pretty much everybody's biggest issue with him so far, his injuries. But he's been staying healthy. He probably won't make it throughout the entire season without injuries. But if he can just make it through half the season, that's much more improvement than only playing 12 games like he did last year. And as of right now, with a healthy Joel Embiid, he is averaging 22.9 points per game, 11.3 rebounds per game, and 3.3 assists per game. He's averaging a double-double, which is extremely, extremely good. I mean, that is definitely top 4 in the NBA in centers. If you don't think he's top 2, he's definitely one of the best centers in the NBA right now, and he'll probably be an all-star if he does stay healthy. And also, I mean, if they add a 4-time MVP, one of the best players to ever live, in LeBron James to this team, I mean, I think as of right now, they're one piece away from even being in the finals. And I mean, if you add LeBron, that will make this team 10 times better, if not 100 times better right now. I mean, LeBron is a great player, and right now he's having one of the best years of his career. He's averaging 28 points per game, 8.2 rebounds per game, and 8.5 assists per game. He is carrying the Cavs back up the rankings in the East, as they started off really bad, but right now they are on a huge winning streak. They are now number 2, and they're only 4 games out of that number 1 seed behind Boston. When everybody was counting them out finally, well, LeBron decided, I'm just going to carry this team, and voila, now they're number 2 in the East, like everybody thought he was going to be. But even with this great year that LeBron is putting up, he will still most likely overall lose to the Golden State Warriors in the finals. But this year, even if they do lose the finals this year, this is showing that LeBron is showing absolutely no signs of slowing down anytime soon. This dude is pretty much Iron Man right now. He's 32, and he's still without a doubt the best player in the NBA. That's unheard of to be 32 and this dominant. And if you add that to the 7th team, right, or the 5th team in the East, potentially the 3rd best team in the East right now, there's no telling what that could happen. So yes, I do think with LeBron on this team, they could make the finals. But now, I think a really big question that LeBron's going to have to ask himself before he does go to this team, could they beat the Warriors? Because there's no point in going to a team that can't beat the Golden State Warriors. That's the only team standing in his way from winning these finals. Well, if you add LeBron, there will obviously be years better. That's just, you can't add LeBron and get worse. It's pretty much impossible. Unless you bench him the entire year, then yes, it is possible, but that won't happen. So if you add LeBron, yes, it's going to get better, but that will also be able to help one of the best point guards or rookies ever in Ben Simmons, because Ben Simmons will be able to learn from LeBron, the best player in the NBA. He won't just get better from experience. Like most players, they just get better from experience because they're always the best player on the team, so they just get better from experience. Well, Ben Simmons will get better from experience, and he'll be able to learn and dissect LeBron James's game, and LeBron James will be able to teach him, which will accelerate Ben Simmons' progression of getting better and better by pretty much years. Like, he'll be light years ahead of what he would be if LeBron wasn't on his team. But then also, I do think that he will be able to help Joel Embiid, because obviously LeBron's a great post player, but Joel Embiid, like, with being a center, he's going to be a really good post player, and maybe Joel Embiid will even develop a shot under LeBron, because LeBron's a decent shot, and same with Ben Simmons, but that's kind of a stretch. But, I mean, so, also, back to the Ben Simmons progressing thing. With Ben Simmons being able to progress as fast as he would be with LeBron, or behind LeBron learning from him, you will potentially have the top 2 players in the entire NBA on the same team, and then you have a top 2, if not the best center in the league, on the same team. Think about that. The best center, the best point guard, and the best player in the NBA. That team is extremely hard to take care of. But then, even if you do look up the matchups of this, you have Joel Embiid. No one can stop them on the Golden State Warriors as of right now. Their centers consist of Zaza and JaVale McGee. JaVale McGee showed signs of being good, but I think that's just because he's with the Golden State Warriors. Zaza is awful. I don't care what you say about him. He's not he shouldn't be a starting center in this NBA. There's no way he should be able to start on this current NBA. But he does, because Golden State Warriors just don't have a very good center. And then if you put Zaza against Joel Embiid, well, Joel Embiid's going to go off, and with how much he talks trash, there will be trash talking, and there's just no way in hell Zaza can hold Joel Embiid for under 20 points and tons of rebounds. But that's not the only lopsided matchup, because I do think Ben Simmons will probably end up being better than Curry one day. Ben Simmons is already taller than Curry, he's a better rebounder, he's not a better scorer, but he can drive way better than Curry because of his height, and he plays better defense. So, Ben Simmons has potential to be better than Golden State. And then, obviously, I think LeBron is a little bit better than Kevin Durant as of right now. So, Kevin Durant will have his hands filled with LeBron. So, for the first time, pretty much since the Golden State put this team together, Golden State will have to question themselves whether they have a better big 3. And that's never been a question. With the big 3 of Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and Draymond Green, I don't think it was ever really a question, is any other people's big 3 better? But now you have LeBron, Ben Simmons, and Joel Embiid. That big 3, in my opinion, is better than Golden State's. So yes, they do have a chance to beat the Golden State Warriors in a 7-game series in the NBA Finals. I really do think that is a huge possibility. And another thing, Markelle Fultz, we don't know how good this dude is. We haven't seen him play without a freaking shoulder injury since he got in the NBA. Philadelphia 76ers completely messed that all up with Markelle Fultz, but there's no telling how good this dude is actually going to be. So if he turns out to be extremely good, well, this team's going to be a championship team, and they will be the Warriors. Markelle Fultz can become just a Eric Bledsoe of the league if he just becomes like that, and they'll have him coming off the bench. So this team would definitely be able to at least compete with Golden State. They'll probably bring them to a game 7, if not just winning. But then now, in my opinion, do I think LeBron will go? Yes. Straight yes, I do think he will go if he does leave Cleveland at all. And I don't know if he's going to leave Cleveland, so don't crucify me if he doesn't. But I do think if he does leave, this will be at least on the top of his list where to go. Because he's already extremely high on the 76ers team. Like, LeBron told Ben Simmons, like I said earlier, he has potential to be better than him. Why would you not want to team up with the guy that has potential to be better than you when you are the best in the NBA? Why would you not want to team up with that? And then also, he's extremely high on Joel Embiid, as he told him that it's not only great to see him healthy and back on the floor, but he also has one of the brightest futures in the NBA out of any player in the league. He has one of the brightest futures out of any player. I mean, why would you not want to go to where you think that you have Joel Embiid, who could potentially be one of the best players in the NBA, and then why would you not want to go also team up with the other guy that you said could be the best player in the NBA? If he's better than you, he will probably be the best player in the NBA, let's be honest. So, like, I don't see why you wouldn't want to team up with that, so I do really think he will go to the Philadelphia 76ers if he does leave Cleveland. But unfortunately, guys, that's going to be it for this video. And if you do think he will go to the Philadelphia 76ers, comment below. And if you don't, just comment below where you think he will go, or if you even think he's going to leave Cleveland. And also, guys, if you like the video at any point, hit the like button. And if you really, really like the video and want to help me out, hit the subscribe button. That'd mean the world to me. As of right now, we're at 109 subscribers. Thank you so much for that. And, I mean, if you really, really like the video and you just love me so much, share the video. Why not? See if you can get Joel Embiid or someone to see this video. If they do that, well, thank you. But kids, don't think about you either. Remember, never do vegetables, always eat drugs. Stay safe, race seatbelt. Goodbye.